In today's show, we are going to be taking you through brand new mica powders, flash finish micas, in all of their beauty and turning them into a fabric paint, a glazing medium, a glass medium, a porcelain finish, but most importantly, the most sparkliest, dazzling look and feel you should ever wish to see with micas is going to be done in this show. All I've done is picked a little bit up with our fabric decoupage glue this time, and look at this result. It's absolutely, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's mica powder and fabric decoupage glue. We're going to be doing airbrushing with this mica powder. We're going to be doing fabric painting with this mica powder. We're going to be doing ceramic painting with this mica powder. It's brand new and it's launching in this show.
Wow, David, thank you. Isn't that impressive? We just had to start with David showing you these beautiful mica powders. I've got a lovely swatch here of all of the 6 colours that you are going to be getting. Our picture on the TV is very small. I think that says Shop Mica. There you go. Oh, there we go. A little bit bigger. That's better. I can see now. There you go. You're going to get all 6 of these high pigment mica powders, and they give you that gorgeous silky sheen in the 6 colour. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? $17.99. Shop Mica is your code. There you go. Right. We'll start as you'd expect us to now. And welcome back to shopping here at Highlight Crafts. I hope you enjoyed the last show with our lovely Mel and Stephanie. Stephanie just appeared with lots of ribbons. I don't know whether that was anything to do with the last show. She had a lot, didn't she?
She did, and then she said, I'm not going to interrupt, and then went again.
Yeah,
so.
she literally had an arm full of ribbons.
I just looked and saw this big bundle of fabric.
Yeah, we've no idea why or what, or whether she's coming back, but she didn't want to interrupt David. So, welcome. Did you get your downloads? What a bargain. You went mad for those downloads in the last show. So I hope you're going to enjoy those. No postage. They'll be with you today. How perfect is that? Now, that just leads me straight into telling you how to shop here at Highlight Crafts. It's really, really easy to do that. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, then all you need to do is use that shop code, and I've already just given you this one. Oh, we've got one shop kit now for the airbrush. You saw Shop Mica a moment ago. You put that into the comments underneath the picture. So that's for Instagram and Facebook, and what that will do is it will start your basket going. It'll then send that over to Highlight Crafts, and they will then send you a direct message with a link into it, and that link takes you straight to your shopping basket. And when you're ready to check out, when you've watched David work his magic with these powders, then you can click and check out. But I'm just warning you now, if I give you a stock update and they're selling out, once they're gone, they're gone. So please check out if I do give you those stock updates. So you do that. So when you're ready to check out, make sure that you are checked into or signed in to your Highlight Crafts account. So that's going to give you discount. So the price, $17.99, is the price before your discount. Everybody who shops with us via their Highlight Crafts account is going to get a discount. You're also going to collect points, 5 points for every £1 you spend, and you're also going to get a lovely treat on your birthday. Now, if you shop to a total of £35 in your order after your discount, then you will get free postage. Obviously, if it's a digital product, you don't need to pay postage, but unfortunately that doesn't count towards your £35 to get the free postage. If you're watching us on the big screen on YouTube or via the website, then all you do is go onto the website, click the products that you want. That'll shoot it off into that little purple shopping basket at the top. And again, when you're ready to check out, you sign into your account and away you go and check out. And your products will be with you very quickly. Our warehouse are super speedy. So let's see who's here. We have quite a few people. It is Chris is here, Barbara is here, so is Jonathan, Jacqueline's here, Andrea's here. Angie says, hello again everyone. I hope you all checked out the amazing 2 Red Robin deal from the last show. Thank you, Angie. Yes, brilliant. Mrs. H999 is here. Kaz is here. She's checked it out, Andrew, but not started downloading yet. It's going to take ages. Might take a few minutes. Now, this is Makeover Monday. We've got an hour of this. David's got a busy 3 hours. He's got this. Then you've got resin, and then I'm back with you with a bit of clay.
Clay, we're doing some clay casting.
Clay casting. I've seen what David did. We were showing Diane a few minutes ago. It's really, really good. Really exciting. So we're going to do Makeover Monday, but I'm going to start with a little quiz. Do you want 250? Yeah, 250 points. We're going to give one lucky person 250 points towards the end of the show. All you need to do is answer these 3 very simple questions. Now, I get caught up in the show and forget. So Diane's taken the decision that I'm going to give you all 3 questions now.
So do I.
So just Diane.
So do I.
We're going to give you all 3 questions now. And then, do they put one answer in each?
So each answer is one separate comment.
Right, yeah. So I need 3 answers from you. So they're really easy. Which film trilogy stars Marty McFly, Doc Brown, and a time-travelling DeLorean? Back to the what? That's your first comment. Your second question for your second comment is, who was the lead singer of the iconic 80s band Culture Club? Somebody George. And third question, and your third comment is, who is the voice of Shrek? Somebody Myers.
I think everyone's going to get those. They're good questions,
They're
those.
good questions.
They're nice ones.
They're really good questions, aren't they?
Get us warmed up for a Monday.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
yeah, I like that. I actually struggled for a few minutes with the answer to the last one, but it came. It came. It just Monday morning. It just,
It's
just
there
took a
now,
few
though.
minutes. Yes, it's there. I won't forget it now. Okay, would you like to come and help me up here for a few minutes?
Go
Have you got
on
time?
then.
So I'll let
Go
you
on
come
then.
past me.
There
and
we
you
go.
can tell me all about these fantastic mica powders.
Now, these are, well, I said to you over the weekend, and I shared with you this board, which has the swatches on of what are these flash finish high pigment micas. It is like working with a medium that will fit into every genre of paste, paint, adhesive that you want to use within your crafting projects. Now, you do get 6 of them in total. Now, the intensity of these, I have not seen anything matched. It is unreal. Just going to take this off of
Wow.
here, and if I just get some of it out, you can see straight away, look how sparkly that is. Can you see how sparkly that is on there? I mean, look at that.
I want it as an eyeshadow.
I was just going to say the same.
Yes.
I want it as an eyeshadow.
Honestly,
From a Saturday night disco.
Absolutely. I mean, look at this,
Don't remember
though.
when I last went to a disco, but there you go.
Let's go to a disco. A disco just so we can wear these. They are unreal. Now, when we first saw these and Stephanie said, David, what do you think? I went, well, I'm instantly in love. And then I said, I need to test this because if that works through an airbrush, unreal. If this works with all of the fabric mediums, decoupage mediums, glues, adhesives, stencils, ceramics, glassware, all of that, then this is basically every box ticked.
Okay,
and it
David.
does.
We've already sold 15% of these.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to go fast. You say flash finish.
Flash finish.
What does that mean?
Okay, so when you have a mica that is actually built up of this intensity of iridescent finish and reflectiveness, it gives a flash. So when the light actually meets the surface, whether it's an LED light, daylight, whether it's going to be something in your home, it flashes. Can you see there how it flashes on the surface?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it is a flash finish. It's kind of a name that I gave to them purely on their effect.
Okay.
Because it's something
so
that I
it's
just...
a David name. It's not an official,
Yeah.
crafting dictionary name. That's okay.
That's fine. And what you'll find within these, so you've got mica in there, you've got the pigment, but also, as I move it there, you actually have metal flake that's incredibly finely ground down.
It must be fine if you can put it through your airbrush.
It's so fine. It has been turned into a dust.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Now, I've been working with this with almost every single adhesive or medium that I can find within my stash that I would want to add mica to. You can also use these in resin. You can use them in
Perfect.
all of your resin mediums. You can use them, of course, with your candle making. You can use them in a whole host of projects.
Okay. I said 15%. Dan's not going steadily with me
Oh,
and feeding
okay.
it to me like
Go on.
15, then we go to 20. We've gone straight to 35%. We're going to be at half stock gone. Sure. Oh, no, we're
Dad's got smoke coming out the pen.
all right. We're now at 60% gone.
Wow. Okay.
If you want
A
these,
little bit busy.
and this is when I said you need to check out quickly. I think we need to go down the counter to give people the opportunity to get the other items that they want, because we've just gone over 60% on these. Your code is ShopMica. Please don't hesitate to check out. They can be stolen out of your basket. I'm giving you that warning now, because if you leave them in your basket and hesitate and somebody else takes them, you'll get very cross with us. And I'm sorry, it happens.
Basically,
it happens.
Yeah, if you really want them, just make them yours.
Yes, yeah.
You also do get the applicators with them as well. These you can use if you want to do some blending. I've been using them to mix the micas with different mediums. They're a really handy little tool, and you can wash them too. Typically found within the makeup world, but they've got a really nice non-absorbent sponge on the tip of them, which means that as you're working with it, they're not going to soak up glue.
Different sizes.
Yeah, you've got different sizes on there, yeah, on both ends of them, but you can use those for mixing. But also, because they've got this friction to the rubber, when you put them in the mica sticks to them, so you can carry it into a palette, etc.
Brilliant.
So they're really good for that. So when you get these, don't think, oh, I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. They are designed to work with mica powders and not just those. Perfect.
Excellent. Okay, let's have a look at the next item, because we need to be quick. We have an airbrush.
We do. Now, this airbrush, the team, when we last had this on a show, I think it was either start of last week, it could have even been the back end of the week prior to that. The compressor powered airbrush completely sold out, and unfortunately we weren't able to source it until May. I don't know how it's happened, but they've managed to do it. We've managed to get it back in, so we do have a few of them available.
Right, limited numbers.
Oh, absolutely. But this airbrush it's been by far the best and most popular airbrush we have ever had. It's got a much higher compressor of 25 psi. You've got a flexible non-kink actually braided hose on here, which is super soft and flexible, meaning you're not tethered to your table. It's really easy to work with. You can see there how it just unspirals.
Yeah.
It's not coiling up like a really tightly coiled
like
spring.
My hair straighteners this morning, that the wires just went
It's
round
like
and round
that.
and round and round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a regulated air compressor inside here as well, when it's got an auto top up on the pressure as well, so it's brilliant. Now, because it is a higher pressurized system rather than a cordless one, with this what it actually means is you can use heavier mediums. So we're talking micas, we're talking inks, we're talking different thicknesses of those. You are going to receive everything that you need in here.
So I'm getting that little applicator, my airbrush is how I recognise it.
Yeah, the barrel of the
brush. And all of the other, I can see cleaning element. Is that cleaning element as well?
So this is a valve, this is a non-return valve, which means fluid can't go back to the compressor, and it's also a filter.
Oh, brilliant.
You've got the stand, which actually places in the top of the compressor, so you actually load your airbrush into here. I'm going to talk to you more about this at demo, but included within this, you're actually going to receive the shifters. This is a full set of 6 mica airbrush inks pre-mixed. These are interference and iridescence. They are beautiful, but you get those included within this.
So I can get some micas with it. For that price of $99.99, I am going to get some mica powders. Because that's really important, because the other micas have just sold out.
Oh.
So if you've got them in your basket, well, when I say sold out, they're all been allocated. Yeah. So if you haven't checked out on those original micas,
oh my goodness,
please go and check out, because they have all been allocated. So anybody else that allocates it going forward from this point forward is actually taking it out of somebody else's basket.
Now, I don't know when or if we can get more of those. I did think we had enough to take us through the show, as we have put an hour's Makeover Monday in today, and we've got some other mixed media hours coming up for you. But yeah, congratulations if you've got them in your basket. You know what to do. Okay,
so that is we'll put that down. It's gone. Right, that was the airbrush. We've got a few different bits here.
We do. There's the fabric decoupage glue, which I thought was really important to mention, especially towards the start of the hour, because this medium, it's fully waterproof, it's machine washable, it's got a rubberizing compound within it, which makes it fully flexible, stretchable. It makes it everything you could ever want it to be on fabric and or soft furnishings. But what I've been doing is mixing the flash finish micas, the high pigment based ones, with the fabric decoupage through stencils, freehand, and it allows you to actually have a fully machine washable mica powder.
Wow. So that demo you did right at the beginning, was that with this?
Yes, that was with fabric decoupage.
Even though you're going on card?
Yeah, you can use it on card as well, absolutely. Because if you wanted it on to be a surface that's also washable, such as glassware or anything like that, that you maybe want to have wipe it down or anything, it will still be moisture resistant on other surfaces. It's just specialised for fabric because it's flexible. Okay, so we've got acetate on the show as well. Oh, sorry, that was shop fabric, $8.99 for the decoupage glue. Sorry, I should have said that. Acetate. $14.99. You're going to get 25 sheets of your printable acetate.
don't know what else to say. It is acetate that we can print onto.
That's, yeah, I mean,
Is that a
absolutely.
good summary?
I think so, but
Laser
also,
or inkjet.
yep.
Oh, on laser or on inkjet. Yes, it says laser, compatible with both inkjet and laser printers.
Yes, also as well with this, because it is compatible with printing, it does mean that we can paint onto it, and it paints really nicely. So if you were to paint onto this, I would suggest the inkjet side, because of course that's designed for wet printing from a physical ink. You can airbrush onto acetate as well. It gives a great finish. It almost creates stained glass with a fusion on there.
Yeah.
You can do it both onto cards with decorative painting. It's flexible, it's lightweight, so you can still manipulate it. But definitely, also it tolerates mirror spray really well from Cadence. So you can paint on one side, mirror spray on the other, and you can create your very own mirrored, basically faux glass finishes.
Brilliant.
So there's
Okay.
lots more to it. It's great.
So shop acetate if you want that. 25 sheets in total there. Now this is our amazing vellum. I had never seen vellum like this until I came to Highlight Crafts. It is 280 GSM,
Yes.
which is really, really strong for vellum. You're going to get 6 sheets. Shop vellum. What a cracking picture that is. That is just the best picture, I think, you know.
I guess it kind of says what it is, though.
It is what it is, isn't it?
It is. I mean, what else? Yeah. But
You can fold this, shape this, if you
Yes.
want to make your cards out of it. It's brilliant for our decals, isn't it? The
It
decals
is.
go
I mean,
gorgeous onto this.
If you want to perforate it, add decal edges, you want to do a scalloped edge like with your 5-in-1 trimmer, you can do that too. It works really well with it. It is printable as well. We used this within our festival project last year for a lantern, and it was great because the apertures of the lantern were quite big, so we needed something that was strong but also vellum, and that's how we introduced the heavyweight vellum, and we chose it specifically for that project.
Can I put that on to use it through my scan and cut?
Yes, you can. Mel has
Brilliant.
used it
Is
on
that
the
what
scan and
she
cut.
did?
Yeah, she
Brilliant.
did it with that wonderful
Okay.
decorative finish.
Okay, right. Just let everybody know, 20% of the airbrush has gone.
Oh, wow.
And Diana's sent a message up to Stephanie. You were supposed to be doing something completely different this hour. And she's going to try and get some more of the Micas. Whether we get them for this show, sorry, I don't know. But we are trying to get some more.
Everything's crossed. Toes too.
Tracy says, what setting do you use to print onto the vellum? Just regular setting, isn't it? You don't
Yeah,
change.
I mean, with this one, it's a heavyweight. It depends, of course, on an inkjet. We've done standard settings and it's been absolutely fine. I know some printers out there prefer different settings. I was actually playing with the printer settings on ours this morning. I was playing with a few different things. Some of the stuff I didn't really even know about, which is, there's always something new to learn, isn't there? But standard inkjet settings, from my personal experience, have been absolutely fine.
Perfect. Okay. Some brushes.
Yes, these are probably the most opulent range of brushes we've ever showcased here at Highlight Crafts. They are a rose gold plated finish, which does add that element of luxury.
They look nice, don't they?
Yes.
We want to feel good when we're crafting, don't we? Crafting is a happy activity. It's something to feel good doing. And
it is.
if you've got a brush that looks and feels good and works well,
Yeah.
you're going to be happy, aren't you?
You are, and when we come to talk about brushes, we share with you quite a few ranges of brushes. Now, we share ones great for base coating, for large surface area. These have been specifically added to this hour today because we're talking about Mica's very opulent, fine finessed finishes, where we want delicacy, we want to have that really nice, strong, bold professionalism within our work. When you're using a tool like this, it gives you that.
Yeah.
Part of it's already done for you. When you actually hold a professional piece of equipment, you feel far more invested into the project.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you've got something that's a really inexpensive brush that you've used to paint furniture with and the bristles are all left, right, centre, here, there, back to front, you're kind of starting on the wrong page because your project's probably not going to turn out how you wanted it to. With this, they are so silky smooth. They've all got the protective sleeves around the ones, especially the rounded. And the fan brush in here is my favourite fan brush I've ever used.
Yeah.
It's
I felt
beautiful.
a bit like that when I put my makeup on this morning and my foundation brush was shredding.
Oh, right,
and
okay.
I looked like I got 5 o'clock shadow.
I mean, I get ready in the dark half the time, so I believe that also about jump scare when I look in the mirror. So.
If you want that shop brushes, and they won't shred like my foundation brush did this morning. I'm not saying these for foundation, no, but they won't shred. $19.99 shop brushes is the code for that one.
Yes.
Very quickly, we've got rice paper. We've got it in A4. We can't do Makeover Monday without rice paper. Shop Rice is going to get you 20 sheets of your A4 rice paper. brilliant for printing. Can I airbrush and stuff onto it?
Absolutely. You can airbrush, you can marble, you can use your stencil mediums. You don't even have to print on it. If you were at home thinking, well, I don't actually do much printing, rice paper still sits within your stash almost every day.
Yeah.
You can use it for so many different texture techniques as well.
Okay, but if you do want a larger sheet, just because you want to do larger projects or you just want to have some larger ones, then you can have it in the A3. It's 10 sheets of the A3 for $14.99 and your code is shop paper for that one. One of the things we have been mentioning a few times this morning is the DIY Dr. Tape. We are definitely, our stocks are dwindling. You're going, I was trying to memorise all the facts that Mel was.
30 blue whales.
30 blue whales.
That sounds very random, but the length of all of this amount together, I was informed. 30 blue whales.
So it must be a blue whale per roll then?
It is, yeah. 28 metres is on average the size of a blue whale. If anyone's had one still enough to check.
Lauren looks really impressed. She's really puzzled. She's like, where the heck did that one come from?
I think it was our Emily, she mentioned it actually. But the DIY Doctor Tape and the DIY Doctor range is absolutely brilliant. Now, we share with you it only in this range, and it is honestly, it's changed the way that we think and use tape now within our craft. We use it, I mean, we've added this to the show because you can use it with mica powders, use it with gilding. It's repositionable on most surfaces as well. And then, of course, once burnished, it's got full contact bonding, which is great. But yeah, it's really easy to release. There's nothing more frustrating than putting down tape and then not being able to peel away the backing. This eliminates that frustration.
So you're going to get 10 bundles, and in each bundle are 3 rolls.
Yes.
Quarter, half, and 1 inch of tape.
There is.
So it's 84 foot or 28 metres, as David said, on each roll. So that means you're going to get 280 metres of the 1 inch, 280 metres of the half inch, and 280 metres of the quarter inch.
Just under 900 metres then, isn't it, really? Which is great.
It is. And that is currently shop tape for $17.99. And yes, that price is right. $99.99 is what it should be. These should be retailing at just about £10 per bundle.
Yeah, I think they're $9.99 a pack.
Buy it, split it with your friends, however you want. And I did say this earlier, I was on the Highlight Your Creativity website, Facebook page at the weekend, and somebody very randomly said, can you tell me, is the DIY Dr. Tape any good? And they were asking other crafters, not us, because we're going to say yes. Brilliant. And the other crafters were saying, it's the best tape I've ever used. I don't want to use anything else ever again.
I saw the same one.
It's not us saying it. It's you. It's you that have spent your $17.99 to buy this. You could be saying, you know, if it wasn't any good, you'd be telling your fellow crafters. You're telling your fellow crafters it's the best tape I've ever used. And I don't think we can improve on that when the viewers are saying this is the best one.
Yeah.
Then,
It speaks for itself then, doesn't it? It's when you recognise quality, which is brilliant, isn't it? It's wonderful. And again, with a deal like that, I wouldn't miss out on it at all.
Brilliant. Okay, right. Gesso?
Gesso, yes. Now, perfect for this show. We want to be base coating, especially with your mica powders. If you're going on something that's glossy or something that needs some depth added to the colour, use your black or your white, preferably the black if you're going to be using micas, but we've got it in the bundle. So you've got a great saving.
Shop Gesso is your code, $11.99. So it's £5.50 a pot.
Yes.
No, £6 a pot. £6 a pot. Sorry,
Yeah,
I got my
150ml tub in each one, water-based, goes on most surfaces, all craftable, paintable surfaces. It can be used as a primer and it can be used to form a key, so the micas will stick to it nicely and you'll get that wonderful shine.
Brilliant. Now, one of our viewers was saying she bought the mica powders and the Cadence Essentials bundle.
Great stuff.
Already. She's bought that. Shop mediums for $7.97. That's a good price.
It's an unbelievable deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, so $7.97 is going to get me these. So normally they should be £6 a
Usually
bottle.
for 70ml mediums from Cadence, we're anywhere between £5 to £8.
Yeah. So you are getting a fantastic, so I'm getting a brush cleaning gel, I'm getting a blending gel, and I'm getting an extender. Now this is going really fast today. You are loving this collection. Obviously they're consumables, so they're the sorts of things that once you bought them once, you might want to buy them again in the future. Why not get them now while they're on deals? You always feel better. I mean, get a couple of bundles, it's up to you, but this is a brilliant price. Why Would I need these, David?
This selection of essentials is exactly that. They are essential, especially if you're crafting with mica powders. We have used these in so many different shows for so many different techniques. First off, your extender. That's the one you're going to be using in your airbrush to form any mica powder into an airbrush ink. You can form it into the solution that enables it to pass through. It's slightly thicker than water.
I was just about to say, it looks a little bit thicker than water there.
It is, and what it does is it enables the mica to stay fully suspended without drying up inside the airbrush. So it's a brilliant medium for that, and it keeps it really nice and smooth. You've also got your blending gel. Now your blending gel is great if you're using acrylics or mixing micas with acrylic, and it allows it to blend. It makes the paint creamier, really, really smooth, silky, but it also gives you a nice sleek finish. So when you're working with fine brushes, such as your Royal & Nickel Rose Gold ones, and you want to get really nice streamlined brush strokes without that brush constantly drying out on you, that blending gel gives a little bit more longevity in the paint's life.
Okay, and then brush cleaning gel, it's what it says.
Absolutely. Rinse your brushes under a tap as you usually would with cool water to get the excess paint off. Just before you then put it aside to dry, put it in some brush cleaning gel, a little bit of it on a mat, and then work it back and forth into it, almost massaging the bristles into it, and you'll find that automatically paint will flood out from the ferrule of the brush as it sort of eats into that paint.
Okay, perfect. And do I rinse it off?
Yeah, rinse it off afterwards, and then you can just, of course, get your bristles nice and smooth, and it almost conditions them too.
Okay, and then we have our foam.
Cut and use foam.
Cut and use foam, couldn't think of the word, thank you.
That's the
Cut
one.
and use foam, shop foam, $5.99. Again, it's a staple. I was using it at the weekend in the academy. We were using it all the time. We were putting decoupage on, you could paint in with it, cut a piece that you want. We were washing it and then reusing it. It lasts forever. I use it as a shaping mat.
Yes, absolutely. You can use the back of it, for flower forming, all that sort of stuff. It's brilliant. We say it's a consumable in the sense that you cut into it, but it is washable. So even if you're using, oil paints, water-based paints, whether it's acrylic, watercolours, all of that sort of stuff, you can use it for that, and adhesives too. Mel uses it to retack her mat with.
I want to allow you to get to demo. So quickly, we have the Iridescent Dreams as a Minecraft Studio download. This is beautiful, absolutely.
It's breathtaking, isn't it?
Gorgeous. Look at this. We haven't got that full that printouts that I did for you, that show you did last week. Look at these. So these are your embellishments. You've got your full Minecraft Studio. In with work through this. You're going to be able to use these as embellishments on your projects. You're going to be able to make wreaths with these. You're going to be able to seam build. You're getting backing papers. They are beautiful. And
look at these ones that are almost vintage as well. You've got like a sculpted feel in these. It's very three-dimensional. Whether you're printing this on a laser or an inkjet, it just pops off the page every time. This was immensely busy when we launched this, and we thought, perfect show to have it on because we've got micas. Brilliant.
That is Shop Dreams. Sorry, I couldn't see that. I've also got Mercury Bloom on. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but I want to let you go and get... to demo. You might be able to flash that piece of card.
Shall I go over and get ready?
Yeah, go get ready.
Okay.
You can pass, thank you. Shop Mercury is our latest Minecraft Studio. Look at that. Isn't this beautiful? Absolutely stunning. And you're going to get everything in these blues and silvers. Look at these. These are all your trails, it calls them. And then you're going to get your sequins. If you want this, it's Shop Mercury, and we put it back to the its price that it was released at, the special deal. You've got blue, you've got silks, you've got flowers and butterflies. Look at these.
Yeah, it's an incredible collection. It's beautiful. I mean, I've been making papers with this. I'll pass it to you so you can see it afterwards. But I made a design with it this morning, and I fell in love with it the second it printed.
Look at that.
Isn't that wonderful?
So you've put that together?
Yeah, it's only 3 elements. I used 2 separate florals, and I used the almost like the ruffled satin.
The silky ones.
It looks like an oil slick. There's something about it that's just so inviting.
And that's just a regular inkjet printer. Look at that.
Yep, there's no mica yet added to the design.
Okay.
Added. But yeah, we're gonna airbrush, paint, the lot.
Shop Mercury, is that right? Okay. Oh, I just need to let you know we have added a few extras of the mica powders.
Oh.
I don't know how many, you haven't told. There we go. So yeah, that's really busy. The essentials is really, really busy. So is that Mercury one and the Airbrush. And we'll put all the codes on the screen as David is demoing for you. So, oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Lots of it. Oh, Cheryl K that got the micas and the cadence. Leslie's also here. So's Karen. So's Andrea. Oh, Lisa's making a Victoria sponge. Oh, that's
Oh, I
nice.
made one yesterday.
Helen's here saying loves butterflies. That'll be on there.
Love a Victoria
And Barbara
sponge.
B's trying to watch her, but they're working on her line. She keeps losing her. Well, hopefully you're still able to buy what you need to get. All right, I'm going to shut up now and let you show us what you've got.
Right, okay. So, when we're talking about micas and we're talking about the opulence of these, this is black card. You might be thinking, wow, that's great. Well, look at how you can make your very own shimmer card. Look at this. This is creating your very own pearlescent, high pigment, intense shimmer card. This is using the airbrush, but of course, if today you were unable to stretch to the airbrush, you can mix it in a spritz bottle with that extender that you'll find within your essentials bundle. But being able to make your very own shimmer purely from black card,
that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, and then you could
die cut that.
Die cut that, emboss it. You can do all of that with it. And I'm putting it on a curve like this so you can see the spark. Can you see the sparkles in it?
Yeah.
Look at how sparkly that is.
In that dark bit, it looks deeper even, doesn't it?
Yeah, and of course we are incredibly exposed here in the studio with really bright lights, but of course it just shows you and showcases just the pure brilliance of these micas. They are, and we've been bringing to you some incredible mica powders recently. These, there's something about them. There's something totally different about them, and it is that mica mixed with the metal leaf and that sparkle. But again, it's the intensity of that pigment. So I'm going to show you how you make your airbrush formulation. Now to do this, you're going to need that airbrush kit that we do have on the show, which is really busy, by the way.
Shop kit if you want that.
Absolutely. And you're also going to need your extender from your essentials bundle. Now before we do anything at all, what we're going to do is grab a palette to mix our solution in. We are going to put a small amount of extender, and this is all depending on how much you want, but I'm going to probably put around about half a teaspoon of extender in there, and then we're going to choose a mica powder to play with. Let's go with this gorgeous pink colour there. And then you can use a pipette, you can use the tools, you can use anything to mix that into here, but I'm going to use this because I'm actually going to mix it with the extender using this lolly stick. There we are, and just start to look at that already. It is like liquid.
It's the way it sort of just spreads, isn't it? It's beautiful.
But it mixes so well with the extender. It's fascinating to see how well these two mediums really do work together.
Is it a gorgeous coppery colour, would you say?
It's like a rose gold, like a hot pink with this. It's really interesting. You can add micas and mix them together. So you could put some gold in here if you wanted to. Make your own mica colours. A little bit more extender there just to make it go a little bit further.
Shop mediums if you want that extender. I would say that's a key essential if you are buying the micas.
Absolutely. Now, what we're then going to do is get a pipette like this, and we're going to draw up that solution. Okay, so we're mixing that mica with that extender, and it's now sat inside our pipette. So with that solution in there, we're going to grab our airbrush, and the pan that sits in the top of your airbrush has a pop-off lid. You just take that away like this, and then we're going to put that solution in the top of the tool like this. Okay, that's now loaded up with our mica and our extender. Lid back on, and then I'm going to show you initially how this works, because I've got some black cardstock to start us crafting with. The braided hose, as I mentioned earlier on this airbrush kit, it is a non-retracting. So what it means is that you have it at a complete flex like that. Even if you're going to fold it over, the airbrush hose doesn't kink at all. You know, like your hose pipe, when you're dragging it down the garden, all of a sudden, oh, why has the water gone off? And then it goes and pops off your tap. It won't do that with this because it will not kink no matter how much you ravel it up. Also, you do have that non-return valve on there to stop any mediums going back inside the actual airbrush unit itself. Now, to put it on, all you do is press the red button, and it will fill that hose with pressure. Now, it will top it up every now and again. Sometimes every 10 to 15 seconds, the compressor will kick back in just to maintain pressure whilst you're not using it.
So whilst that hose is full of pressure, the noise stops?
Yeah, but then again, it will every now and again just top up a little bit. Right, so, just to show you, initial spray onto here, look at how this mica is spreading so evenly onto our cardstock. Look at that. That
Beautiful.
is unbelievable, and it doesn't block or clog that airbrush, which is what I love. So I'm actually going to mix, before we carry on, I'm going to mix a bit more with different
A lot of
colours.
people don't like using glitter card. People don't like it, they don't like the feel of it. This is going to give you the effect of glitter card without that shed,
Yes.
without that texture.
Absolutely. And as well, if you've got any questions, let me know. Have we got any more coming through?
Yeah, we had a couple of questions. One was from Cheryl. She said, do you just add water to the mica in the spritz bottle? Well, hopefully you're explaining that now. So.
Yeah, if you wanted to make a large spritz bottle and it was just to dust over something, you can mix with water. But if you wanted to stay on the surface and of course, travel nicely through the nozzle and all of that, extender is recommended. Like I've got a few old spritz bottles like this that have got water in. You could mix mica in there. If you wanted to make this into so the actual mica sticks to the surface, you can always put a little bit of that glue inside the water, which will dilute down, but it will mean that mica will stick where it lands.
I was going to say, if it's just in water,
it'll wipe off.
It'll wipe off, and there's nothing. Yeah, because there's no adhesive, is there?
Yeah, it would just be like. Yeah.
It'll separate when it stands as well, won't it? You'll just have to keep remixing it.
Exactly. So I would put a little bit of adhesive in there, and it will just mean that it will stay for you. But with the airbrush mixed with the extender, it works really well. I've made like almost a vintage gold here, mixed with that pink. So what we're going to do is draw this up.
The other question, whilst you're sort of pulling that up, is a couple of people have asked, how can you tell what side is the inkjet side for the acetate? So it says on the front of the packet.
Oh, there's a few techniques.
Inkjet printers use the matte side. And I'm not going to lie, Diane and I were trying to print something one Saturday, and I really struggled to tell which was the matte side.
Well, I have my way of doing it, but there is an official way of doing it. If you were to get an alcohol marker and just put a little dot in the corner and it wipes off, that's your laser side. If it stays in place, that's your inkjet side. So you want to print on there because it's grabbed to the surface. Also, I rub my finger on it and put it to my ear, and I can hear it. If it's making no noise at all, that's the slick side for laser. If it's making a little bit of a rough sound, if it's the slick side, that's for your inkjet. If it's a slightly rougher sound, that's for your laser.
Right.
Okay. I was once sat doing it, and Mel thought I'd actually gone crazy.
I have seen you walking around the craft room with
it's a classroom.
Acetate. Yeah. The craft room with inkjet, with acetate at your ear.
Yes, I just find it quite satisfying, and I know I'm then right with it, but you'll find your way. But that's the way I would do it.
There you go.
Yeah. Right, okay, so let's go. So I'm going to start this running through here, and look at how the airbrush is just continuing to allow us to get this beautiful sparkle. I'm putting it in bursts in some areas. I'm going to show you in a second look at this here. So I'm going to stop there a second just so you can see that fade out section there. Oh my word, look at that. And that's just with a light mist sparkling through there. I'm going to turn that off a second whilst we have a little look.
Do you have any white cards with you?
Sorry?
Do you have any white card with you?
I will grab some
I will
and
go
have a
grab
little
a
look.
piece because Tracy's asking what does it look like on white cards. So are you all right to show that while I go grab a piece of white
absolutely.
card?
I've turned this off. I'm going to show you as well painting with it because there's loads I want to try and get in for you during the show, and I'm very conscious that, of course, it's 22 the hour already. But something that was really, really unique to this hour was the fabric concept of it, which means that you could do footwear, you could do all sorts. Now, I actually have some of our Lemon Lane faux leather here with me, and look at this. This is using these micas onto faux leather. Look at that. And this is with the fabric glue. Now, if you want to go for this, it is shop fabric. It's just £8.99 for a 120ml pot. A huge pot of this adhesive, and it is fully weatherproof as well. Now, I'm going to grab a stencil. It could be absolutely any design at all. So we're going to add a little bit of a stencil adhesive to this. But as I'm doing it, thank you, Corinne. I'm going to spray it into the spray booth because that's the correct way of using adhesives if you're in your home. Now, the spray booth we do actually have on the show available for you to purchase. I've been using this for airbrush. I've been using it for adhesives, mirror spray. It will actually extract all of the fumes and odour that are created via using the aerosol. There's a filter, which is just in the housing at the top there. You'll see that blue filter pad. You can clean and change that whenever you feel like it's necessary to do so. At the moment, we've used this a fair amount and it's still fine to go. It doesn't need cleaning yet. It has a setting where you've just got the extractor on, like that. Or you do also have an option to have the light and the extractor on. I'm going to take the light off because it's LED and it may just strobe ever so slightly in our studio. It doesn't strobe at all in person though, okay? The extractor hose that you have, it's fully flexible. It's about 2 meters long. And what I would suggest doing is then having this just out of a window when you're using it. It's got a really slimline sleeve cap on the end of it there, and that will just slot out of a window. You can see, I think we've got 2 googly eyes on it. Are they googly eyes? Oh, right. They look like googly eyes then.
It did. Somebody set it up as a snake, didn't they?
Yes, they did. But at the moment, it doesn't have the googly eyes. But I thought they were for a second then.
If you want that shop booth, we're giving you £30 off that today, which is fantastic.
So, with the stencil spray, straight over there, and it extracts all of those fumes straight up into there, takes it away. Keep it around there as you're doing it, and then just leave it for a couple of seconds and then turn it off. Sorry?
Wow,
Can you feel the draft?
That extraction is going
It's
right.
a really powerful, it's very powerful. Like I say, Diane and Corinne just mentioned, they're at the other side of the studio, which is probably about 10 feet away from me. And already they felt the draft from that blowing over. It does pull a lot of air through it.
Yeah, right over there. We could feel that.
Hello.
Hello.
So, let's go and show you the fabric painting process because this is unbelievable. Right, so I've got that faux leather just down here. I'm going to cut off just a small section because we don't need much. Now this could be cotton, it could be denim, it doesn't have to be black, it could be any colour. But I'm going to show you on the black leather. For one, it's the one I had to hand, but also it will look best on through the camera lens so that you can all see at home exactly what we're
It's what
seeing.
you made your trousers out of on Saturday night to go with your Mica eyeshadow.
Yes, it is. It is the one. I've just got a little bit left over. So I was going to... Could you imagine? Oh my goodness me. Wow. So what I'm going to do is take the stencil, the one that I sprayed, which is here, pop that into, I'm just going to take a little bit of the tackiness off of there. There we are. And put it onto our faux leather like this.
They were really popular when we did those. Was that Friday?
Oh, really busy for those. Now what we're going to do is get some of the fabric decoupage glue, okay, and pop it into our palette again. Small amount of it just in there, and then pick a Mica to work with. This platinum shade is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So to open these, you've just got a anti-clockwise twist on those. Look at that.
It's
you
full,
can
isn't
see how sparkly it is. It's so dense inside there as well.
Okay, David, the new stock, we're already at 15%, and I gave a 15% stock update on the old stock, and remember how fast that went.
Wow.
It just went 15, 35, 60, gone.
Gone.
So
yeah.
yes,
It was crazy.
Quick on this. You'll keep seeing our quiz questions flash up on the screen. Please don't forget to do that. A separate comment for each answer, and you could be in with a chance of winning your 250 points at the end of the show. One lucky viewer will get those added to their account.
How amazing. You're going to see those questions created by Diane today, our quiz master.
Our Angie said it 2 of her favourite films, and she
Oh,
watches
really?
them all over and over again. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well, she definitely knows the answers then.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is build that mica with that fabric decoupage glue, which will make it permanent on the surface, but we are creating a fabric paint. Now, how much would it cost you for a set of 6 mica metallic fabric paints?
Wow.
How much would it cost you for a set of 6 metallic acrylic paints, 6 metallic airbrush sprays, 6 metallic waxes? You've got so many options, 6 metallic glass paints, but you're only getting the micas. You only need the micas to then be able to create all of those different finishes, which
I've
is
used,
so good.
Since we've been here, some pastes that have the mica in, and they're so thick and they wouldn't go through your stencils like that has done.
Well, this enables you to create them. Look at this. Oh my word.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that is stunning. So how long will I need to leave that to dry then?
About 20 seconds. So what I'm going
wow,
to do,
as quick
I
as
know,
that.
as quick as that. So I'm going to take the hairdryer, nice warm hairdryer, over the surface of that faux leather here, and already it's dry. It is that quick. Now the beauty of this adhesive, that will mean that this mica powder on here is now bonded to the surface. It's fully flexible, it won't crack, it won't wipe off. It's not going to come away just by a contact of water like mica usually would. It's going to encapsulate it onto there, so it will stop it from moving.
Wow.
Also as well, it will enable it to stretch without it cracking.
Oh.
So you've got to stretch with it too, because that glue has that rubberizing compound, it makes it completely flexible. So that could be
Wow.
stitched into something, that could be on an existing garment already, but look at how you can roll over that leather, get zero splitting, and it's not peeling off. And also, you'd be able to see it on black if it was wiping off. I can go like that, my hand is completely clean,
Wow.
and I'm burnishing over that mica that we painted less than a minute ago, and it's all still on there.
Wow.
This is unreal. I love this
Once
stuff.
you've got the stencil there, same stencil's fine. Could you put it on some of the white card?
Yeah,
One of the
absolutely.
colours.
Yeah, let's do
you
it.
You had a bit mixed in, didn't you?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is take our white cardstock with that same stencil. We use the one that we just played with, trying to get the right way up. I'm just going to go that way. Won't matter because it's a circle anyway. So what I'm going to do is then grab some of the mica. We'll do a few different ones as well. We'll start with the one we just did so you get a clear comparison between the two. So let's go with that beautiful platinum shade and a little bit of fabric decoupage. You do not need much at all. Probably around about a 5p piece to do like almost an A4. Wow. It really does go far.
It really extends, doesn't it?
Yeah, massively. So swirling through, burnishing it onto the white there, using probably one of the lightest tones in the collection. And you can already see how it's covering over the white.
It is, isn't
almost with, and it's because they're high pigmentation. This is the difference with them. It is unreal. Let's have a little look. So I'm going to continue to circle through here.
You know that leather, the faux leather you just did?
Yep.
Could I now put it into a washing machine?
Yeah, well, the thing is, with the faux leather, we wouldn't usually recommend putting leather in a washing machine anyway, or faux leather. But say, for example, that was fabric.
Yeah.
All you'd want to do is, with the fabric decoupage glue, is once it's dry, flip it over and iron it on the back with an iron with no steam. Mm-hmm. That will heat set that fabric. And what it will mean is it's machine washable at 30 degrees. Put it into the washing machine, 30 degrees, inside out. Just don't use a fabric softener. Just use your standard detergent that you would use. And then I would suggest not to tumble dry it. Just leave it as a natural drying process. Mm-hmm. But with leather, you could wipe it down with a warm, damp cloth at all, whichever you need to do with it, really. But yeah, most leathers we wouldn't suggest for machine washing anyway. But on that leather, because I've just used the hairdryer, that'd be good to go.
Okay, you're loving this. The new stock of the mica powders is now at 20% gone.
Oh my goodness me.
So yeah.
You are not going to be disappointed
You know,
with
I didn't
these.
think that was going to show up on white, but I can already see it's going to.
Look at that.
Wow.
So on white, it's pure brilliance. On black, it's just that added perfection. It's whichever colours you want to work onto, but you still get the same shine, the same finish, the same opulence. This is the difference between working with a mica powder that's actually compromised of pigmentation, metallic flakes, and that sparkle within the mica. It is a complete combined process which gives you these effects and finishes. But I've never worked with anything like it.
Yeah.
We've worked with, and we have got some micas that will always be sat at the front of my collection that I use on a daily basis. This is a range of 6 of the highest spec that we have got yet here at Highlight Crafts, and it just keeps getting better and better. We're able to introduce more to you, which I love.
So Shop Mica is the code you need for those if you want them. Please, please don't delay. Should we have a quick look at quickly talk about some of the other things we've got on the show?
I'll get reset.
Okay, so this, I have to tell you about this, is our 5-in-1 trimmer. Well, we call it a 5-in-1 trimmer because that's its official name, but it does a lot more. It cuts and the blade resharpens. You've got the really nice, secure hand guard there. If you saw my show earlier, I showed you how you can get the perfect angles using the printed angle bit on here. You've also got a corner rounder. You've also got your scoreboard, which is here, and your envelope maker on here. You have a decal edge cutter on there and a perforating tool. You've got everything that you might need on here. So it will go, and it takes the smallest footprint because you have it one side up for your paper trimmer, and it has a guard on here so that it won't come down. It doesn't drop. Really good safety feature, and that you can hear it sharpening as it goes. You can then flip it over to the other side to use your scoreboard, and you get your tool, your perforator and your deckled edge. You're also going to use your corner rounder on that side as well, and then just tucked in here is your envelope maker, and the full instructions on how to use the envelope maker are available on the product item. I printed them out this morning and then they were in the other studio rather than this one. This normally retails at $49.99. Today we've got it at, let me see, $24.99, and the code for this is Shop Trimmer. This is while stocks last. So we have some in the warehouse. Once they are gone, you will no longer be able to get them at $24.99. We've not put any bells and whistles, no extras, cardstock or anything. We've just reduced the price to the lowest possible price. Your measurements on all sides are in inches and in centimetres, depending on whether you're metric or imperial. It is just the best trimmer going, and at that price it's a phenomenal
That's a crazy
deal.
price.
It really is. It is, and I love the fact that we call it a raw deal.
It is.
Because we're not adding in any extras. You can go in and add your papers in, you can go in and add your other bits in. We're just giving you the price for your trimmer, and you can build your own bundle. Okay, David, we've got minutes left.
Okay.
I'm going to have to pick the winner very shortly of our quiz.
Oh, right, okay. I've got set
What
up.
are you doing?
So I printed from that incredible Mercury Bloom collection, that big backing paper
That
I
Shop
showed you.
Mercury.
Stunning, isn't it? I've taken some of what looks like mercury, that polished silver from the collection of Micas, mixed it with a small portion of our fabric glue here. So I'm going to take a little bit of the fabric glue, a little bit of that polished silver, and just a splash of water on the tip of the brush.
So it's just a brush.
Yep.
Brush tip of water.
Absolutely. And then I'm going to go straight into the surface of the paper. And this is just to add our mica finishes to it. So I'm going to go in a little bit more of the mica.
So those pens, those sparkle pens that you might pay a lot for that don't last very long, we're now making our own in a multitude of colours.
Yeah, exactly that. This is what I love about working with the raw materials, because as a crafter, we all love a crafty deal, but we're creative and we get to make our own.
All those pens is that in a pen.
Well, exactly, and you get to do it.
And you've now done it yourself, but you've used the smallest amount of mica powder for that, haven't you?
There really is the smallest amount. So if I just show you here, if I just quickly tilt that, you'll be able to see what I can see here, where I've then got that gorgeous metallic finish on the top of the page.
Can you just flash the other side of that same flower, just to do a comparison? So can you see
there?
I'll put my finger in. So here, look, it looks beautiful, but then when you see here, wow, that just elevates that, doesn't it?
And you can see you can do full coverage, like on that leaf there as well, on top of the paper, how you can really build that up. And you're in complete control of this. You've got complete flexibility, complete freedom, but also you're creating products that don't actually exist within your craft stash already.
Okay.
Which for me is a win every single time. Honestly, even if you're going to take them into your airbrush and you're going to continue, like you can see here, straight onto a gessoed surface, just like that. Look at this. Already we've got metallic on the top of there.
Beautiful.
It's crazy, and these have been so busy. We're going to feature these in even more techniques for you, but we've gotten as many as we could do within the time that we have today.
So shop Mica if you want those. 30% of that back in stock has gone.
Oh my word.
We also showed you the Shop Mercury if you wanted that gorgeous download that David was just using, or Shop Dreams. So Shop Mercury is that gorgeous one, Mercury Bloom, or Shop Dreams if you wanted the iridescent Dreams one on there. There is so much. I could spend another hour just recapping what we have got on here. And hopefully you get the answer you needed on how to buy. Please just put that shop code. Sorry, I said it at the beginning. You just put the shop code that you saw into the comments. We'll send you a link, a direct message with a link in it, and then you can go to the website from there. Hopefully that helps. Our Diane's just given you a full answer. Right, okay, the micas are now at 40%. That's going up fast. That is definitely disappearing. I bet it'll be gone 50% before we end the show. Have we got a winner, please, Diane? So look at this, all the names of all the people that entered the quiz.
It doesn't do it on the quiz.
Pardon?
It doesn't put the names up on
Oh, it didn't put them on the show. Oh, it's okay.
Taylor.
Sharon Taylor, congratulations, Sharon. You have just won 250 extra points. We'll get those added to your account as soon as possible. Now, don't go away. You've loved this. This has been such a busy show.
A quick question from Pauline. David,
Oh.
did you just use the fabric glue to paint on the card?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
That's
there
the
we
one.
go. Yep. And then, yeah, Cheryl, the stencils are not in stock, unfortunately. David just used one because it was one that he had to hand from Friday.
One set left when I put the comment.
All right.
In the comments, so.
Okay, there was one left. It must have bounced back from Friday, unfortunately. Okay, so the next hour is clay.
Resin coming
Resin
up
next.
next.
Oh,
Yes.
to meet you and I, Clay, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to see all things resin for the next hour, it is David and Mel. They're going through the wall to do the next hour. And I will be back an hour after that with Clay.